Now, in a dazzling display of music, dance and drama, the Jewel took center stage at the Eco Hotel and Suites here in Lagos, reimagining Wole Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel, and Olarotimi's Her Husband Has Gone Mad Again as a futuristic musical. Now, the story sees Baroka and Major General Lekoja Brown battling for Sidi's hand, while Lakunle, once dismissed, ultimately wins her heart through love, not power. With vibrant choreography, powerful vocals, and a message that celebrates ambition and self-worth, the Jewel boldly redefines Nigerian theatre. Now, I was there live, covered this event. Let's take a watch. In a spectacular fusion of rhythm, drama, and reimagined heritage, the Jewel took center stage here in Lagos, offering audiences a futuristic retelling of two of Nigeria's most iconic plays. Adapted from Wole Soyinka's The Lion and the Jewel and Olarotimi's Her Husband Has Gone Mad Again, the production reconfigures these similar stories through dazzling musical theatre, setting them against a backdrop of a stylized Nigeria of the future. With layered characters, ambitious set design, and musical numbers that soared, the Jewel invited audiences to reconsider love, tradition, power, and the evolving role of the modern Nigerian woman. As co-director and executive producer, Dr. Iyadun Igbadebo helped shape the show's forward-thinking aesthetic, but behind the brilliance was a challenging creative journey.
It was inspired by Wole Soyinka's Lion and the Jewel and Olarotimi's Our Husbands Have Gone Mad Again. And to render two powerfully inspired, literary works in such a way that it has an international appeal, you have to take it to different heights. I think vocally we were very intentional about the crew and the cast. And we picked the best of the best. And in terms of telling the story itself, reinventing the beginning, the middle, and the end of the show was so that you can see how creatively you can enjoy a piece of theater musically, And I think that we did a beautiful job with that.
The history of waters, you are a chapter that can never be forgotten.
And what does futurism mean in a Nigerian context? For the creative team, it meant more than gadgets or flying cars. It meant ideologies, identities, and imagining who we could become. From the soulful voice of Sidi to Baroka's larger-than-life presence, the cast delivered performances that were equal parts electric and emotional. But bringing the Jewel to life required nothing short of a triple-threat commitment.
I beg your pardon.
When you talk about the future, it's almost like talking about imagination. Right? And imagination is a place where you are not restricted. And so maybe the difficulty might be how far you're willing to go with your imagination, but it's not difficult. That's what we do for a living. The quality of the cast and the crew and the commitment to excellence, it's rare. It's not easy to find.
This is the second time I'm doing Jewel with Eco Hotels and Ice Production. And it still feels different. It was much more overwhelming when I did it the first time. So I think coming into it this time, I was more prepared and I was more seated into the character. So yes, it was fun, more fun this time. Being able to embody that character, because it's one thing to act, it's another thing to actually believe, make people believe that personality that you are trying to portray. So yeah, I think that's one of the most challenging things that you encounter as an actor, because the singing, oh yeah, we get into it, the dancing, you get into the mood, but then the character, to be able to feel that character's emotion and as well as their aspirations as well.
These are stories that we've read growing up. The Lion and the The Lion and Jewel, Our Husbands Have Gone Mad Again, but then seeing them put together to bring out such a beautiful masterpiece it was top notch for me, and I really, really loved it.
People are talking about Africa in the past for too long. I think it's high time we start to give people a taste of what Africa will become in the future. And it's regal, it's graceful, it's rhythmic, it's colorful, and it's important to start setting that tone now. And because we have such a creative license with theater, it was a perfect way to show you what Africa of the future can be like.
With its electrifying choreography, futuristic flair, and fearless storytelling, The Jewel is a vision of what Nigerian theatre can be when tradition meets innovation. From the lyrics to the lighting to the layout, it reminds us that the future of African theatre isn't coming, it's already on stage. Shaitan Atigarin, Arise News, Lagos.